Have you ever collected a wave of Marvel Legends but missed one action figure in that wave and then gone looking for that action figure later after that wave isn't available anymore, only to find that the price on it has skyrocketed? Today, Soulmates, we're going to talk about some of those Marvel Legends that have unexpectedly skyrocketed in value and why you might want to keep them in the box. If you collect action figures, you've probably faced this classic dilemma at some point or another. You want to play with your action figures, everybody does, we all do it, we all put them in different scenarios, we all go through their action features, we all play around with their articulation, but sometimes you find something that's pretty cool, sometimes you find something that's pretty rare and valuable out there, and kind of just want to keep it in the box. And there's a conflict when you're thinking about that too, because one part of you wants to open the toy up, let it breathe, and then mess around with it, but another part of you says, don't do it. It's going to lose all of its value as soon as it comes out of there. And against our childhood nature, some of us keep the action figure in the box. It might suck some of the fun out of things depending on your point of view, but we still do it because God, that value. Sometimes money is a really good motivator. Real talk, though, it only really matters if you're planning on reselling it at some point in the future. So if you plan on keeping it forever and ever, who's really gonna know if you opened it up? Shh, it'll be our little secret. Maybe you have some of these, maybe you don't, but regardless, guys, here's 5 Marvel Legends releases that have absolutely blown up in value that you might want to keep in the box. Number 5, Soulmates, is the Wrecking Crew, and this one might be cheating a little bit because technically it's 4 separate releases from different waves, but really you could pick any of these guys and each one of them is pretty valuable, and it's easy to see why because they form one of the coolest supervillain teams in the Marvel Universe. There's 4 characters in the Wrecking Crew. There's the Wrecker, Pile Driver, Bulldozer, and Thunderball. If you go looking for each one, they're all fairly valuable, but the most expensive ones tend to be the Wrecker and Thunderball. If you try to get either of those guys mint on card, you're going to be paying upwards of $100 easy. Heck, even loose you're going to be paying over $100 in some cases. If you want to pick up Pile Driver or Bulldozer, they're a little bit cheaper, but I wouldn't call them inexpensive. Still though, at this point, if you want to get your hands on them, I'd say go for loose action figures, because mint on card, oh boy, it's going to be costly. Number 4 on our list, guys, is Richter, Domino, and Cannonball, an X-Force 3-pack that was a Hasbro Pulse exclusive. This one has ballooned in value since it first came out, and I did not expect that, but here we are, guys. If you didn't get this one when it first came out and you want to get it now, you're going to be paying over $150 easy. I never expected a 3-pack with these characters to cost as much as it does, but I think it has something to do with, one, it being a Hasbro Pulse exclusive. Those tend to be more valuable a lot of the time because they're only available on Hasbro Pulse in America. And there's also the matter that this 3-pack comes with Cannonball's legs. If you guys remember, the original Cannonball release didn't come with legs. It only came with the explosion base that the upper body rested on. So maybe that's part of the appeal, I'm not sure. But regardless, this oddball release I thought nobody would ever care about is actually pretty valuable now. Number 3 on our list is New Goblin from the Spider-Man 3 Sandman Build-A-Figure wave from Marvel Legends back in 2007. So this is definitely an old one, guys, but it also seems to be very rare because if you go searching for it on the internet, there's not that many examples of this at all. And when you do see it crop up, you're going to be paying over $150 for it easy. Obviously, this is Harry Osborn's version of the Green Goblin. I don't know if I'd call it a particularly desirable action figure, but sometimes you'd be surprised. A lot of times when a figure is less desirable, well, they tend to rise up in value a little bit more, probably because there's not as many of them made as, say, Green Goblin or Spider-Man. I don't know if that was the case here, but regardless, New Goblin is very rare, and he costs a small fortune if you want him. But good luck finding them first, brother, because I could barely find anything out there. If you're really lucky and you hunt them down, you might even be able to find a good price on them. Who knows? If you support what I do, please click subscribe and hit the bell for notifications so you don't miss a single video of mine when it comes out. And if you're enjoying this video about the rarest Marvel Legends action figures, please give it a like, guys, because these are tough to put together and I really appreciate it. Thank you. Number 2 on our list is the Daredevil, Elektra, and Bullseye 3-pack that was released as a Hasbro Pulse exclusive. So naturally, when you hear Hasbro Pulse exclusive, it's going to be valuable. This one started out at a price tag of $75, but it has ballooned up to possibly as high as $300. So if you didn't get it and you want it now, oh boy, it's going to cost. This one was pretty popular because I think people liked the Daredevil that was in this one. It was based on the Spider-Man Renew Your Vows body, and that body happened to be a particularly nice fit for Daredevil. It definitely didn't hurt that Elektra had some nice head sculpts with her too, and well, Bullseye had some pretty decent stuff also. I think that Bullseye was definitely the weakest action figure in this one. But that doesn't really matter because this 3-pack stands as a testament to the popularity of Daredevil. Who would have thought that Daredevil would wind up with one of the most valuable Marvel Legends packages? Number 1 on our list of most valuable Marvel Legends is the End Hulk from the Fin Fang Foom wave. This might come as a surprise to everyone, but he is one of the most consistently valuable Marvel Legends there is. Odds are, if you want to get a mint on card, you're going to have to pay up about $400 for this bad boy. And if you want him loose, you could walk away spending only about $40 to $50. But obviously, then you're not going to have the Build-A-Figure part, and that's part of why this one is so valuable. He comes with Fin Fang Foom's arm. A lot like New Goblin, this one doesn't crop up that often either, so I think the reason that he's so valuable is because they probably didn't make as many of him. But you know how it is when scarcity is a factor, guys. Whew, things get out of hand fast. As always, soulmates, it's up to you if you want to put your action figures on display or keep them in the box. But be warned, the moment you take them out of the box, they lose their value, and that can be a heck of a sticker shock if you know what these things are worth. Imagine going from $400 in value all the way down to $40. Oof. Still, guys, if it makes you happy to open them, go ahead and open them. Don't let these things drive you crazy. We're just talking about these things and having a laugh about the crazy prices. $400 for the End Hulk. Isn't that insane, guys? Whew. Well, soulmates, which action figures do you have that you think are too valuable to open? Let me know down in the comments, guys. I would love to hear from you what you think is just way too valuable to ever crack open and put on display. Thanks for watching, guys. Check out my other videos in the meantime, and I will be back with you soon. Have a great day, everyone. Bye-bye.